For me, the most interesting lab was lab number 15 because of how I thought it was fascinating that gases, when compressed, will create heat, and when you decompress them, it cools them down. Even if you remove the initial heat from the compression, it will cool down below the room temperature. And this got me thinking. I was able to make another machine using the knowledge I learned in lab 15. It was a nitinol-based heat pump. It had a COP of 7. It was about as efficient as an ammonia heat pump. But what was interesting about it is, instead of the gas being trapped in the cylinder and having to move and heat that one area, the nitinol can be bent to heat a radiator in a separate spot and then moved an inch back over to cool down whatever I'm trying to cool down. And this lab got me interested because I think heat's a very interesting form of energy. It can be moved with less energy than it takes to input into it, unlike weight or mass or light, where you have to put in 1 watt, you get out 1 watt of light, versus heat, you can move 10 watts of heat with 1 watt energy. It's really interesting. I actually built this machine over here. It is a counterweight, and with only half a pound of force, these things will heat up to around 84 degrees Fahrenheit with a temperature of with an ambient temperature of 68 degrees, which giving this machine a COP of around 16 for this piece, which I thought was very interesting. The first test was without the counterweight, and I got a COP of 7 right here. So this is all my work right here. It was pretty neat, and it got me thinking. I was like, I wonder what I could do with this. So right now I'm trying to quote on a soda can. It was from this experiment that gave me all these ideas, like, yo, I can make things with these heat pumps. And that's why lesson 15 was my favorite, because it actually finally got, like, it checked. That was the thing. It's like, oh, I can use other materials than gas to create the heat differential I need. So I thought that was really cool. And as well as the experiment with it compressing, I just thought it was kind of neat that you can just move gases like that with just the heat. There's no input, there's no pistons, it just moves because of the pressure difference. Thought that was really cool. And that's about it. Have a good rest of the year.